Hello students, today let us have a topic of adjustable output voltage regulator. Adjustable output voltage regulator. We are calling it as adjustable because the output can be made adjustable. Okay. Now for this, if you compare this diagram, with your previous diagram, which is a simple voltage follower regulator in my previous video class, you can refer for this. The circuit diagram is almost same. The only minor change is resistor R2 and R3 is added, right? Just see the inverting terminal of op amp. The inverting terminal of op amp, see minus. The inverting terminal of op amp is connected between R2 and R3 resistor. Earlier how it was? This was going and getting connected to directly output, right? Directly output, that is above C1 it was going to connect in normal voltage follower circuit. But to make it adjustable, the inverting terminal is brought and connected between two new resistors, that is R2 and R3. What happens because of this is, earlier the voltage across Zener diode was nothing but your output voltage, right? The voltage across Zener diode was the voltage across output. But now it won't be like that. It won't be like that. It won't be like that. The voltage across Zener diode will be the voltage across R3. The voltage across VZ is equal to VR3. Okay, and Vz is different from V0. Vz is different from V0. Whereas in normal voltage follower regulator, Vz was equal to V0, right? Vz was equal to V0. Whereas here Vz is equal to VR3, which is not equal to V0. Okay. So we can write this statement. The above figure shows a simple voltage follower regulator which has output voltage greater than Zener diode voltage. So the output voltage is going to be more than the voltage across Zener diode. Fine. Now the voltage across R3 is equal to Vz, VR3 is equal to Vz. Same statements are presented here. The output voltage, how will you get output voltage now? Earlier it was equal to Vz. Now how will you calculate V0? Okay, V0, see here, before calculating V0, let us calculate Vz. Okay, let us calculate Vz here. Use voltage divider rule. To get Vz, Vz is nothing but the voltage across R3. So use voltage divider rule. I can write Vz equal to opposite voltage is V0, V0 into R3, whole divided by the sum of resistor R2 plus R3. The sum of resistor R2 plus R3. It's written here. See, voltage divider rule. Vz equal to R3 into V0 whole divided by R2 plus R3. This is voltage divider rule. By making use of this same equation, I can write V0 equal to, how do I write V0? V0 equal to Vz into R2 plus R3 divided by R3. See here, this is how it is written. The output voltage V0 is given by V0 equal to R2 plus R3 divided by R3 into Vz. This is what your V0 will be. So as mentioned in the above statement, V0 output voltage will be greater than Vz. Output voltage will be greater than Vz. How is that? Now see here. Since in numerator what you have for V0 voltage? V0 equal to R2 plus R3, right? R2 plus R3 will be greater than R3, right? See, I will be comparing numerator and denominator of V0. V0 equal to numerator what you have? R2 plus R3. Denominator you have R3. Which will be greater here? Numerator or denominator? Obviously numerator will be greater, right? Because along with R3 there is R2. R2 may be anything, but it will be bigger than 0, right? It will be it may be bigger than 0. So R2 plus R3 will be greater than just R3. So then this what happens? Numerator is getting multiplied by Vz here. That is R2 plus R3 into Vz. So this will make overall numerator greater. So this will give you V0. So ultimately V0 will be greater than Vz. V0 will be greater than your Vz. Now this op amp maintains constant voltage across output. Okay. So voltage across R3, VR3 is Vz. So one important thing here, the op amp is referred as error amplifier. Error amplifier because it amplifies when the circuit is working. When the circuit is in its working state, as and on the errors are generated, minor errors. So such errors will be amplified and it will be amplified and corrected such a way that the output remains stabilized at the desired fixed level. Okay. The output voltage can be made adjustable by including potentiometer R4 between R2 and R3 like this. Okay. Another resistor, a variable resistor is added between R2 and R3, that is R4. Okay. Now a change in output voltage, rest all elements are as it is, no change. So change in output voltage V naught due to change in supply voltage is given by like this, given by this formula. Okay, change in Vs into Zz divided by R1 into R2 plus R3 by R3. Because this R2 and R3 is getting added a new part of your circuit, right? So this is to be considered for calculating change in output voltage. Change in output voltage due to change in load current becomes like this. This is your previous formula, right? IL max Rs Zz by R1 multiplied by R2 plus R3 by R3, right? This gets added in your equations. Ripple rejection is going to be VR naught you require. So for this VRS into ZZ by R1, again R2 plus R3 by R3 will be multiplied. So on. So this is how a slight modification for your equations by making it adjustable. Okay. Just let us have a solution for this problem. Analyze DC voltage regulator with adjustable output to determine line regulation, load regulation, ripple rejection. Assume supply resistance 10 ohms means Rs, Vs equal to 16 volt, R1 equal to 39 ohms, R2 equal to 68, R3 equal to 150 kilo ohms. Now change in V naught, how will you get? Change in V naught is change in Vs, Zz, R2 plus R3 by R3, R1, the above equations. You will be using these equations. Okay, because this is adjustable voltage regulator. Diode you can use 8 ohms. Okay, in previous problem we have used 7 ohms because at that time the IC was provided, the number was provided. If it is provided, take 7 ohms, otherwise take 8 ohms. Okay, it will not make a major difference. So change in V naught becomes 48 millivolts. So therefore line regulation will be calculated as your regular formula, which will give you 0.4% line regulation. Similarly, change in load current is 50 milliamps given to you, right? If you substitute in given formula, you will get load regulation as 0.125%, 0.125%. Then you have ripple rejection. For that you require VR naught. To calculate VR naught, use this formula. Okay, you will get 28.9 millivolts VRS, right? So substitute here, like how I had solved in my previous video. Substitute in same format, you will get 31 dB. You will get 31 dB. Okay. With this is how the adjustable voltage regulator works, and this is how you have to solve a problem given on adjustable voltage regulator. Remember, if it is adjustable voltage regulator, all your equations are slightly modified by this term R2 plus R3 by R3, R2 plus R3 by R3, R2 plus R3 by R3 here. Okay, all in load regulation, line regulation, ripple rejection. Okay, that's it. No major change. Fine. Yeah. Let me end here.